Welcome to Episode 7, the one shift that turns overwhelmed caregivers into confident leaders. I'm Dr. Anna Thomas. I'm a physician, caregiver advocate, and founder of Life Care Leadership. This podcast is for professionals who are doing the impossible. They're balancing work, life, and care. Whether you're a caregiver yourself or a leader supporting a team that includes caregivers, this space is for you. Each week, we unpack real strategies, leadership insights, and mindset shifts to help you thrive, not just survive, in the age of caregiving. Let's get into it. If you've ever had this thought, I don't know how much longer I can do this, then I want to speak directly to you. Because today's episode is not about strategy, it's about systems. It's about you, the person behind the calendar, behind the appointments, the responsibilities, the person who's giving, sacrificing, and showing up in a role that you didn't ask for, but now carry every single day. Here's the question I want us to explore together. How do I stop just surviving caregiving and start feeling confident in it? Let me give you the one shift that can change everything. Stop thinking of yourself as just a helper. Start seeing yourself as a leader, not because of a title, not because you have everything figured out, but because what you're doing every day is leadership in its most raw and real form. You're leading medical decisions, you're coordinating care, you're balancing personalities, appointments, crises, and often your own grief or guilt, all while trying to keep the rest of your life moving. You're not just reacting, you're directing, you're guiding, and protecting. That's not just caregiving, that's leadership. But most caregivers, especially women, don't feel like leaders. They feel tired. They feel guilty. They feel invisible, unprepared, behind. And I want to tell you something that no one told me when I was in the thick of it. You don't need someone else to validate your role. You need to claim it. Let me walk you through how. Step 1, redefine what leadership looks like in your season. In the corporate world, leadership often looks like confidence, direction, decision making. But in caregiving, it might look like sitting quietly with someone who's suffering, choosing not to argue about memory loss, saying no to one more responsibility because your plate is actually full, advocating for your parents, even when the system pushes back, asking for help, even when it feels vulnerable. That is leadership. It's grounded, compassionate, real-time leadership. And it starts with giving yourself credit for what you already do. Step 2, shift the question from, am I doing enough, to, am I leading with intention? See, caregivers are often haunted by guilt. Even after doing it all, they ask, did I forget something? Did I do the right thing? Did I do enough? Let me tell you, that guilt doesn't go away with more tasks. It starts to loosen its grip when you ask a better question. Did I lead this day with intention? Did I protect my energy? Did I show up with presence, not perfection? See, that shift in perspective begins to rebuild your confidence from within. Step 3, lead from the middle, not the mountaintop. You don't need to be the expert to lead. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just need to know the next step and take that. See, in caregiving, you often lead from the middle of uncertainty. So here's what leadership looks like in that space. Being honest with your family about what you can and can't do. Writing down the plan, even if it changes tomorrow. Creating a simple rhythm that helps you stay grounded, saying, I'm still learning, and making the call anyway. The most powerful leaders aren't the ones with all the answers. They're the ones who show up anyway, especially when it's hard. So let me tell you about a client that I work with in my Thrive and Lead coaching program. She was managing a demanding job and caregiving for her mom who had a serious medical illness. And she kept saying, I'm failing at everything. I'm not present at work. I'm not present at home. But she didn't need another to-do list. She needed to shift how she saw herself. So we started small, naming her role. I'm the care leader for my family, protecting 15 minutes a day to reflect and plan, setting some boundaries with her siblings from a place of clarity, not resentment, And slowly, her energy changed. Her voice shifted. She went from I'm failing to I'm leading through something incredibly difficult, but I'm doing it with heart. And that's what I want from you. If you're ready to lead caregiving with more clarity, more confidence, here are your next steps. Join me for a free workshop, From Caregiver to Care Leader. I'll guide you through reframing your role and offer you some tools to lead without losing yourself. You can read my book, Ready to Care. It's written for caregivers at that starting line, those stepping into this role while still figuring out who they are in it. Explore coaching. The Thrive and Lead program is for professionals who want systems, strength, and space to lead caregiving in a way that works for them and their family. Everything is linked in the description or at lifecareleadership.com. You are already leading more than you know. Now it's time to do it on purpose, with support, with strength, with clarity. Thanks for spending time with me. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share this with the caregiver. And join me next week for next week's podcast. You've got this, and I've got you.